So I was browsing Twitter because apparently that's literally all I do with my life. And I happened to come across this tweet. And I have seen this exact same tweet copy-pasted and posted like 4 times at this point, except every time it's by a different account. And every single time I see this tweet, it has a bunch of f***ing likes. And I want to talk about this because this is actual f***ing bullshit. The truth is, white people are way too f***ing nice. Great theory, so funny, because like, why are white people so afraid of becoming a minority? Okay, so even though the tweet doesn't directly say this, what it's implying is that the reason why white people are so afraid of becoming minorities is because white people treat minorities so badly that they themselves are afraid of becoming minorities. That's basically what this tweet is saying. And that's such bullshit. Because it feels like every single day when I go on the internet, I see people talking about the DEI and how everyone has to hire a certain amount of minorities no matter what, otherwise they're racist. Even if these minorities aren't as qualified, they still need to hit a certain quota. They just have to. For example, I remember reading this article where some black women didn't get hired for the Maryland State Police because they couldn't pass the physical and I believe the written exam as well. It's like, look at this. In the current case, the Justice Department alleged that the state police used a written test that discriminated against black candidates. It's like, really ask yourself, really think about this. How exactly does someone create a written test that specifically discriminates against a race of people? How do you do that? What does the test look like? Is the problem really that the test is discriminating against a certain race of people? Or is it maybe that the problem is in something else? And also the thing is, the same article literally says that they did not discriminate against black people intentionally. It was unintentional, but it doesn't matter, it's still apparently a problem. And apparently that's racist, and now these women are gonna get a bunch of money as a reward or as compensation. And not only that, now these tests, these Maryland State Police tests, the requirements to pass these tests have been lowered so that more black women can pass them and become Maryland State Police officers. And everyone knows that this isn't just one of these examples where, oh, it just so happens that they hired women that were not qualified but didn't pass tests. This happens regularly, let's be honest. The reason why DEI is even a thing is to help people that are not qualified to get certain jobs. It sounds, it's like, I even now, as I say this, I feel kind of bad saying this, but it's like we all know that that's what it is. That's literally what it is. They need DEI because otherwise certain people can't get certain jobs. That's the truth. And also, let's be clear, every single DEI program directly and explicitly discriminates against white people and against Asians. That's not even a secret. No one hides this, no one denies this. People even say this with pride. And I could be wrong about this, but from my knowledge, this whole DEI phenomena only exists in white countries. I have never heard of any countries like in the Middle East or Africa or India where they have DEI programs to help white people get hired more or get accepted into colleges or universities more. This only happens in white countries. And you look at illegal migration, so many people are allowed to enter our country illegally, undocumented, and they stay here, and the politicians say that, okay, well, we'll deport them if they commit a violent crime. Okay, so we have to wait until they commit a violent crime for them to be deported? And honestly, even if they do commit crimes, even if they do, let's say, a woman, even then they might not get deported because he might be persecuted in his home country for being a convicted racist. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice. Or even, sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes I literally read an article where apparently a guy attacked a woman with a knife and he's not getting deported because he might not get the proper medical treatment in his home country. Isn't that nice? White people care so much about human rights, but they don't even want to deport convicted rapists that entered the country illegally because they're worried about what might happen to the rapist if he gets deported. And I know that a lot of people say that, oh, well, it's not possible to deport millions of people from your country. Yeah, well, Iran is doing it. Pakistan is doing it. So if a country like America or any European country that accepted a bunch of illegal immigrants inside their country, if they wanted to do mass deportations, they definitely can. But they are choosing not to do that. Oh, but no, these white people are so mean. They treat minorities so badly, but instead of deporting all of them from their countries, they would rather allow all of these illegal immigrants to stay, continue committing all of this crime, and also collect welfare. Wow, these white people are so mean. And you know, I don't really want to start talking about the crime statistics because I feel like basically all of you know what's happening there. But I will say, I do find it really funny when the San Francisco Police Department says that they're gonna stop releasing most mugshots to combat racial bias. And also, what do they mean by most mugshots? It's like, are they saying that they're only gonna be releasing the mugshots of white criminals and no one else? What does this mean exactly? And also, it's not just the San Francisco Police Department that said similar things. I have seen others saying something very, very similar. So yeah, I don't think I need to get into crime statistics. And also, the guy that typed this tweet, which is literally the only reason why I'm even making this video, this guy literally says that he's gay. I'm sorry, I guess I'm not gay, so maybe I don't know, but don't Western countries where the majority of the population is white, aren't these the best countries to be in if you are a member of the LGBT community? It's like, what other country other than, I guess, probably Israel, what other country doesn't outright directly just straight up hate gay people and LGBT people? I mean, I understand that there's still a lot of discrimination and homophobia in, yeah, these developed white majority countries, but still, compared to the rest of the world, from my knowledge at least, white majority countries tend to be some of the best countries, most friendly countries to LGBT people. So yeah, whatever. I basically said, I think, everything that I wanted to say. I don't know, maybe I'm forgetting something, but whatever. I think I generally made my point. It's like, to say that after all of this, but white people treat minorities badly is literally just copium. You're literally just lying to yourself and being disingenuous. Which honestly, I have noticed that the far leftists, the progressives, they actually are very disingenuous, and even when they are presented with facts that go against their worldview, they will intentionally ignore those facts, intentionally ignore them. So yeah, I don't really expect to be changing any of those people's minds.
These people get a pass with the wave of a hand because they're minorities and they're being marginalized. And don't even get me started on black crime statistics.